Well, happy 4th of July to everyone. 239 years. I used to celebrate the 4th of July with doing our own fireworks and, just having a great time, but it seems like back then, when I was younger, all you had to worry about were the cops coming around every once in a while and saying you can't do that, and then driving off, and you'd start back up again. These days, it's like anything you try to do anywhere is restricted, and it's a noise ordinance, and I don't know. I guess everybody's so sensitive these days that even when you celebrate the birth of everything that we have, it's such an inconvenience for one day, for one night, to listen to fireworks or hear them in your neighborhood or whatever. I mean, it's actually kind of sad, really. I mean, that's the one day that you celebrate everything that you have. But anyway, I think everybody takes everything for granted anymore these days. It's a given. But so anyway, it's been really tough to do videos. It's been really tough to, I guess, change the lifestyle that I've changed. The fact is that I'm trying my best to do everything off the grid. There are certain things, obviously, that I can't do at this moment in time, but I am making a legitimate effort, push for getting off the grid, and doing that requires sacrifice, and the sacrifices are that if there's no sunlight and I don't have the batteries, then I just cannot run my computer. I'm trying to make it as real world as possible, where basically I'm pretending that there is no electricity, there's no grid, that I'm completely off the grid in an emergency situation. So the tough part is managing the sunlight right now, because I don't have the storage, the battery storage, to be able to run even without the grid. That's the tough part, but it's preparing me for what's possible ahead, and it's also making me manage my own electricity even more than I ever did before. And like I said, the tough part is just knowing when to use things and when not to. And the temptation is to just plug everything in to the grid and go along my business, but that's not the whole point in the system. So that's the issue that I'm having right now with videos. Not only time. I mean, I don't come home from work, sit down at the computer and start editing videos. I wish I had that time. Between family, holidays, working on the solar panel setup, you got graduations, open houses, family get-togethers, reunions, plus working extra hours, makes it really difficult for me to sit down and really is. And then throw this into the bunch that I'm trying to do, where I'm trying to stay off the grid. And my window for sitting at the computer is very small. But, and on top of that, if my wife is home, which she is on weekends, I rarely am on the computer, even if I have the time. Because I usually spend it with her and the kids. So, for example, this weekend, well, she doesn't work. So, when I get home, I'll spend it with her. I won't get on the computer at all. So, it's, I just, I don't know, it's been a real sacrifice, I guess, watching movies on my phone rather than, the computer, the TV, having the fans on low rather than high, not running the air conditioning at all. Fortunately, we haven't had any really hot days. These deer are everywhere. Fortunately, we haven't had any really hot days, so we haven't had to think about running the air conditioning. But today is supposed to be 80. Tomorrow is supposed to be 86 or 88. So there's more of a possibility of that becoming a true temptation. And really, honestly, I can stand not running the air, but she can't. So anyway, I'm working diligently for you guys, trying to get stuff up for my car and drive along videos and things. So just bear with me.